Hey guys, what's up? It's Jonathan with One Big Impact. So I wanted to come to you today with a pretty crappy video. I know, you're like, John, all your videos are crappy. No, this one's specifically pretty crappy. We're going to talk about fiber today. I know, that was stupid. I thought it was funny. I wanted to say the S word, but I was like, what if this actually comes out to be a good video and they pull it because I said the S-H-I-T-T-Y word? So I was going to say it's going to be an S-H-I-T-T-Y word video. Anyway, minus the cuss words because everybody gets mad at me anyway. So we're going to talk about something, obviously, that is a pretty real situation if you're following like a low carb regimen or just in daily life, period. I'm going to turn off my phone because all the weigh-ins are pretty much coming in right now, so I gotta turn that off. But first of all, you're probably wondering, well, what is fiber? And I was wondering that a year ago myself. So, and a lot of this, I'm not gonna lie, I'm reading my notes because I want to give you the proper information as clearly as possible, because I might tell you it one way, but if I can give you an actual written down form, it's going to be a lot easier. So first of all, fiber is a non-digestible carbohydrate naturally found in plants, meaning foods, vegetables, fruits, grains, things like that. So there's two types of fiber. There's soluble fiber, which is found in nuts, grains, legumes, that makes you feel fuller longer and slows the emptying of the stomach. So maybe if you can think about it, you know, it's pumping through the stomach or whatever, through the intestines, and it's cruising around or whatever. By consuming soluble fiber, it actually slows the process of the stomach being emptying, which is really good because it aids in weight loss in the sense that you feel fuller longer. Which, to be completely honest, a lot of us, you know, if we get hungry, we make bad choices. So if we could stay fuller longer, it really helps us. Now, insoluble fiber, you can find in wheat bran, veggies, and whole grains. It adds bulk to the stool, and it helps you pass stools quicker, relieving things like constipation, hemorrhoids, and so on. And if you ever had any problem with one of those two things or both, I've had problems with both constipation and hemorrhoids. And I will say, I mean, not to be TMI, but they are both extremely painful. And painful in two totally different ways, but definitely not something that you want to experience. So, first of all, the benefits are, it helps. Some of the benefits are, and I'm going to talk about some ways to get your fiber afterwards. I'm just trying to give you a basic overview, so bear with me. Benefits could be, now necessarily, I'm not saying they're going to prevent these things, but studies show, doctors talk about it as far as like, there's been studies like clinical studies and everything. It helps prevent heart disease, diabetes, cancers, and a slew of other things. Basically, my way of thinking about fiber is you put all of this trash in, right? You put all this trash in, and fiber works as like a pipe cleaner. And it goes through there and it grabs all the junk and just twists out and shoots it all out the other end in a really inappropriate sounding way. But that's really what it does. You know, it grabs and binds all the junk and just takes it all out and get it out of you. So first of all, adults need between 21 and 38 grams of fiber per day, and the average person's only getting about 11 to 15. That being said, I will put links in the description below for your fiber supplements and the things I'll be using, and anything that you need to go shop for, it will be on Amazon. Easy, simply through the door. You don't have to waste gas going to the store, whatever. So there's two types of fiber. You have dietary fiber, which is going to be in food, and you have functional fiber, which is basically made in the lab. Now, don't be scared because I said it's made in the lab. You're like, oh, I don't want lab fiber. It's like a chemical. No, usually it's extracted from this so that they can get the biggest amount possible yield. Basically, I think it's about money. You know, they get more out of this, and people aren't consuming as much of this. People are consuming less of this these days, and they're saying, well, I'll just go buy a fiber supplement instead of eating great. You know what I mean? So I think it's about money is what it comes down to. So some of the foods, and this is going to be low carb. I'm not going to talk about like fruits and stuff like that. Obviously, raspberries I think are 8 grams per, and oranges are pretty good and stuff like that. But as far as my audience will be low carb oriented, so I just jotted down like 4 real quick, some low carbohydrate, high fiber foods that you could look out for. Maybe you could incorporate, maybe you can stop avoiding them, or if you have any kind of problems passing stools, you're feeling bloated, you have problems with hemorrhoids, you're not passing a bowel movement as much as you thought you should, or as much as you did before this. Maybe it's because all that crap was mixed in with a bunch of fiber, so you got lucky, and then now you've kind of pulled it back a little bit. So artichoke is pretty high at 10.3 per 1 artichoke. I know that's a lot to consume, but a full artichoke is going to be 10.3. Broccoli is 5.1 per cup, which is good because I usually incorporate broccoli. I freaking love broccoli. I love vegetables probably more than I love any other food on the planet. I just like vegetables. Brussels sprouts are 4.1 per cup, another one of my favorites. And avocados, these little guys, half of this little tiny avocado is 6.7 grams of fiber. So really good. That's all I have to talk about as far as kind of what fiber is, how to understand it and stuff like that. But now to give you a couple ideas on how to get your fiber. So first of all, you could do it a few different ways. First one I recommend is food. Okay, if you're on a strict diet, that might be a little bit difficult. So a supplement is probably a good idea. I will show you. Let me see if I can bring you down here. My shoulder hurts really bad. I went way too heavy in the gym. Oh, I got to turn that around because I can't show names. I'll get in trouble. Okay, so my shirt doesn't go any lower. I don't ever have that problem. So basically, I will. Ooh, I didn't bring any of the other stuff out here. Let's play a little game here. Okay, so Iris, one of our members, is a regular taker of a fiber supplement, but she does it in a pretty interesting way, in which I've actually done, and I will tell you, if you have a problem, this could be, I would say use it as a last resort, just because if you're really strict on your meal plan and stuff like that, it could cause you, not necessarily derailing, but you need to really be careful about the carbs you're intaking, and you're going to have to alter your meal plan a little bit and stuff like that. But it is probably the best flavorful way to take it. So I'd say about 2 cups of spinach, use a blender, a serving of flaxseed, which I got organic flax seeds here, and per serving you're going to get 7 grams of fiber, and it's just going to be regular fiber, and that's going to be 3 tablespoons of that. With 2 cups of spinach, you're going to get probably 3 or 4. I don't really know the content of spinach, but this is specifically what she uses. I've used it as well. And then like an Atkins meal shake, or I use the off-brand Equate or whatever, and that's only going to be 2 grams of net carbs. You're going to have like a gram of net carbs here, maybe 1 or 2 in the spinach. So it's kind of high, not really though. And if you can use that instead of making and then you're going to get another fiber here. You can use that instead of like your breakfast or whatever if you need help alleviating your stomach. And because you can get naturally constipated when you're eating like cheeses and dairy and stuff like that, or high-fat diet and stuff like that. So it can happen. Next, next, and I'm sorry about the weird angle. I apologize. You can do fiber capsules. Now you can do pretty much any brand or whatever. I will say that it's kind of odd when you buy fiber capsules. I think you don't get as much for your money, and you could, but it's funny because you would probably think, well, I need to take 2 capsules or whatever. Technically, no. You're going to take six of these capsules at once, and they're not like small capsules. Not that I'm one of those people that has never. Holy crap. I've never had a problem with like taking large pills or whatever, but if you have a problem taking large pills, maybe a fiber supplement in the capsule is not for you. But if you want it easy, you just want to pop them down, that could be a really good benefit for you. I'm going to bring you back up here now that I kind of showed you the whole the span out of what we got going. Flax seeds is obviously one of my favorite. Oh, don't drop those all over the ground, John. What are you doing? My gosh, it's open too. That would have been horrible. Can you imagine dropping a whole thing of flax seeds? They're like these tiny itty bitty little freaking seeds. Obviously, the natural way is probably one of the best way to go. If you mix all that up in the blender, it could be really good. The flaxseed, the spinach, and the meal replacement or Atkins shake or whatever. Maybe add some water, some ice if you want to give it like a smoothie taste or whatever. Obviously, if you're not following a low-carb diet, load up on some veggies. Even if you are, maybe you need to be increasing your veggie intake. Now, that's, I would say, my personal way to get my fiber. Now, you can do it whichever way you want. I've showed you 3 different ways. There's obviously probably more ways to get it. You can use a fiber supplement powder. And the reason I use that, this is about $10, $10-15 depending on where you get it. And I guess it's probably all comparable. But this is a clear, soluble fiber powder, and it says makes taking fiber easier, sugar-free and flavor-free, non-thickening and grit-free, great for cooking, dye-free, gluten-free, dissolves completely and in beverages and soft food. So you can put it in your food, you can put it anywhere, literally. And I use the off-brand. I'll put links to anything I can find on Amazon. But I will say my fiber is in here for the day. 2 giant, let me show you these. You're going to be kind of surprised. This scoop is huge. It's a big scoop. I put 2 full scoops of this in here, and you can't see it. Even better, you can't taste it. It doesn't taste like anything. It doesn't, honestly, it doesn't, I literally taste nothing. It tastes exactly like the water. It's amazing. I'm really impressed by it. There's 125 servings in this guy. It's got soluble fiber is 3, dietary fiber is 3, and then when you get there, you know, this included, a daily serving is 3 times a day, 2 teaspoons, which is plenty. But the reason I actually made this video is because the other day I was looking at fibers and I was trying to, you know, pick a new one out and stuff, and I actually came to the conclusion that there is a lot of dangerous fiber supplements out there as far as sugars and carbohydrates are concerned. Now this one specifically has 4 carbohydrates and 3 sugars, or 4 carbohydrates and 3 fibers. So it's only like 1 carb, if that, after the 3 soluble fibers. Now I'm not trying to tell you how to do whatever you're wanting to do with what you're doing, but be careful. If you're looking for a fiber and you think fiber is nasty, get what I'm drinking, okay? It doesn't taste like anything. If you're looking for it to taste good, stop, okay? Just stop that. Maybe you're probably like, well, there's no sugar in mine, and mine tastes like orange. Okay, well, there's aspartame in it, or there's some type of sugar alcohol in it. There's some type of something, sweetener, to make it sweet. Okay, there's not real oranges. When you pop it open, it's not full of real oranges, right? So there's something in there besides sugar that is making it taste good. Okay, that being said, a lot of them don't even hide the sugar. They'll put loads of sugar in there. They'll put loads of carbs in there. And they'll be like, this is basically Tang. And it's like, it's not good for you, okay? Don't get the good with the bad, okay? You can get the good with just the good, okay? Don't add loads of sugar, loads of carbs. Just like a protein supplement, if you guys have questions about that, I can answer that. And I can send you a link to the one I use. You don't need loads of carbs. You don't need loads of sugar in any of that, okay? It's a gimmick. You're buying it because you want it to taste great. It's fiber. What the f is your problem, okay? Relax. Just drink your fiber. It's cool. Look, watch. Watch. Ready? Are you ready? A whole day's fiber. and I didn't need a freaking orange to drink it. And I made it in the garbage. You saw that? You saw that? You saw that? I didn't just chuck it. I felt like chucking it, but I didn't. You guys, it's not that big a deal, but it is a big deal. Big a deal. It is a big deal. It is a big deal to get your fiber. If you want to be more regular, you'll feel less bloated. You'll feel less like you have this just... Have you ever felt that feeling? I know women will probably feel that feeling if they're going through, you know, that part of the month. But men usually don't experience that feeling. So a lot of the times that could be you just have an excess blocked up. You know, you're eating so much, and you never just kind of clear it out. Stop buying those cleansing things. A lot of them are just huge amounts of fiber. Stop buying into that. You guys literally have a beautiful day. If you have any questions, please put them in the comment section below. Also, if you're looking for any of your fiber supplements to get shipped straight to your door, please check out the links below. They go straight to Amazon, and it does give me a little kickback, so I appreciate you guys doing that. And also, you save time, gas, money, effort. You don't have to go sitting at Walmart getting ran over by the cart by the kid that's being a pain in the butt, like hitting you in the head with a cart. Like, that's not funny. That's not funny, kid. It's not. Amazon doesn't do that. So, you guys, if you're new here, please check out our Facebook group. It's called Healthy Living for a Healthy Life. We have an amazing, I almost slammed on the desk, an amazing group of amazing people. I wish you all the best. Please be stronger than your excuses. Hashtag be stronger than your excuses. This is day 15 of the New Year, New You 60-day challenge. I do have dog tags available, but I don't know how long they're going to be around, so you better order some. I'm just saying, I'm throwing it out there. Have a good day, guys. Remember to spread love, not hate. Peace.